Most of you all know by now that P. Diddy has been arrested for crimes including sex trafficking, and as interesting as that may be, there's something else that needs to be discussed that has not yet been addressed. Because although P. Diddy being arrested might be recent, it's the worst kept secret in Hollywood and elitist circles, the way that P. Diddy behaved. I mean, everybody knows about Diddy's parties. So I just find it interesting that politicians like Kamala Harris, who actually lived in California where Diddy lived, and even used to run in the same circles as Diddy, constantly use Diddy to uplift their political platform. They used him to fundraise. In this particular instance, he actually hosted a town hall for Kamala Harris. In 2004, many of you all might remember P. Diddy actually went to Chicago in order to interview Barack Obama while he was running for his Senate campaign. It was part of his popular vote or die movement. And of course, we all know he went hard in the paint for Barack Obama in 2008 as well. Now, even in 2020, he came out and endorsed Joe Biden and then put the onus on him using his celebrity to get Kamala Harris selected as a vice president. And once again, I should make sure to mention, in this particular case, Diddy's relationships seem to be exclusively with Democrats. Why is this important? Because Democrats, specifically ones like Kamala Harris, Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, and others, and the liberal media, love to point out that anybody and everybody is guilty by association just from appearing in a picture with somebody they don't like. But that standard only seems to be applied one way. For example, liberals always love to bring up this picture of Jill Stein sitting at the same table as Putin, despite the fact that she made it clear that this is a conference and that she was there to discuss peace, unity, and protecting the environment. But doesn't matter. They still believe she's a Putin puppet. And we don't even know what the hell that means, really, but that's what they say, and therefore everyone should dislike her, according to Democrats. But whenever they see Hillary smiling while shaking hands with Putin in this particular picture, no liberals seem to care. Liberals see a picture with Trump and Epstein, and they assume that Trump was guilty of everything that the politicians who've been associated with Epstein are guilty of. I mean, this picture gets thrown around the internet once a week. But while Hillary Clinton was running for office, this photo didn't make its rounds, nor did Democrats care to bring it up. Or what about Harvey Weinstein, who is one of the largest and most prominent donors to the Democratic Party, who held fundraisers in his personal home for both Obama and Hillary Clinton and major Democratic Party campaigns dating all the way back to the 1990s. We did not hear, not one single time, the Democrats wholesale condemn anyone and everyone who was associated with Harvey Weinstein, despite the fact that everyone in Hollywood knew exactly who he was. My point is, the double standard is glaring. Liberals and Democrats pretend to be the party of morality. They pretend to be the moral compass of politics. They pretend that they represent the soul of our nation. But the reality is, everything that they accuse the GOP of being guilty of, the Democrats are normally guilty of as well, and usually more so, if I'm being completely honest. And in the case of Diddy, those who knew and have spoken about it constantly for years have come out once again to remind people that they have been blowing the whistle on Diddy. But these politicians, who probably 100% knew exactly what Diddy was about and what he was up to, have nothing to say since these charges were put on Diddy. And I just found that to be interesting, because they could come out and condemn Diddy, they could come out and say they knew nothing about it, but it's almost as if they don't want him to come out and say, you're lying, you knew everything I was doing, because you might have been one of those people participating in some of those famous Diddy parties.
I don't think it's only celebrities going to be shook. He had politicians in there. He had princes in there. He also had a couple of preachers in there.
You personally, you think they got tapes?
They got them. They got tapes and stuff.
Now, if Diddy had tapes, the feds have them. That's a lot of blackmail.
So the same way they be on Jill Stein's neck and Trump's neck and everybody's neck whenever someone has a picture with somebody the Democrats don't like, I want them to have that same energy in this Diddy situation. Go step on Obama's neck. Go step on Kamala's neck. Make sure you condemn Diddy. Condemn Diddy, give back all the money, because that's what y'all would do for everybody else, right? So keep that same energy for your liberal friends.